and to each other throughout our community.
I'm Deb Davis. I'm with the group Standing with People's Team for Justice to pay tribute to Kelsey Berreth. We're on the Kelsey Berreth team. Kelsey Berreth captured many hearts. Most of all, she was inspiring to pay tribute to Kelsey Berreth. Achieved great things. Kelsey Berreth captured. I speak this evening on behalf of people with 50 Most of all, she was inspiring, and more than 24 countries achieved great things. We were all touched by her life. I speak this evening on behalf of people with 50 stories. She inspired us to join the fight for justice, to honor her memory by her life. Yet, we discovered Kelsey, a Kelsey of many dimensions. She inspired us to join the fight for justice, to honor her memory. An interesting, caring, expressive, beautiful, successful, a Kelsey of many dimensions. One of many quotes, one that people around the world are drawn to, one that she has mentioned many times through social media, and that we have all grown grasped to, and one of many quotes appreciated that Kelsey liked, and one is that she has mentioned. Kelsey said that there are few people that can ignite a rally of support. Kelsey was one of those. Our hearts and prayers go out to Kelsey Berreth's family, her friends, and loved ones. Let me repeat this because I stumbled a bit. What's important to say is there are few people that can ignite a rally of support, and Kelsey was one of those. Suffice to say, Kelsey will never be forgotten. Kelsey will continue to inspire us every day. Her memory and spirit will live on shining bright like the sun in Kaylee's smile. We feel that smile will live on in our hearts. With the best way to honor her spirit is to keep fighting for victims. I leave you with one of Kelsey's quotes, and this is what I was mentioning earlier. Kelsey had the best quotes that she lived by, God's word, and such inspiring quotes. A quote of faith. She says, "Only God can turn a mess into a message, a test into a testimony, a trial into a triumph, a victim into a victory." God bless you, Kelsey Berreth. The world loves you. We'll miss you. Thanks.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak about Kelsey?
I'll say a few words. My name is Michael, and I live in this community, and I just want to say that Matthew 22, love your neighbor. If it wasn't for neighbors in this community, they may not have been able to bring justice to the people who did this. And so love your neighbors, know your neighbors. Say hi to them, shake their hands, knock on their doors. Get comfortable enough to go to your neighbor's house in the middle of the night and let your neighbor be comfortable with you showing up at their house in the middle of the night if you need help or they need help. That's the one thing that I learned from this situation is although we're a small community and a tight-knit community and many people have lived here for many years, a lot of us don't even know our own neighbors. And so reach out to your neighbors and love them. And I want to thank law enforcement, the people involved. I know Dan May is here tonight. Thank you for showing up tonight, Dan May. And thank you for what you did to bring justice for Kelsey. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Before we get started, I just want to thank Chief Miles DeYoung and the Woodland Park Police Department, Agent Slater with the CBI, the 4th District Attorney's Office for giving us justice this past Monday, and justice yet to come. Can we just give them a hand real quick?
Yeah.
My name's Chris. I work with Kelsey down at DOS, so I knew her pretty well. I know she drove from Woodland Park down to Doss, down to Pueblo. It was about an hour and a half drive. And I can testify the work she did down there was not easy. She's teaching people that have never learned to fly how to fly. It's a demanding job, and she did it well. While she was down there, she worked with her coworkers included a Navy SEAL, a Thunderbird pilot, a Top Gun commander, Green Beret, squadron commander, group commander, wing commander, a numbered vice commander, people who flew in combat, people who got shot at, and people who shot back. And even though she didn't have those credentials, she stood shoulder to shoulder with those people, and she commanded the same respect from the students that they did. She did her job well, and she mattered. I had the privilege of going through every student end-of-course critique that the students wrote about their experience at DOS, and not one single one said anything bad about Kelsey. They were all glowing. And it's just a testament to how good she was at her job and how much she mattered. We miss her every day down there. We wish she was back, and her impact has not ended. Those 70 plus students she flew with during her time down there are going to carry on to the next generation and the next and the next. I still remember my first instructor, still remember his name, still remember what he said to me right before I did my first solo, and all those students she flew with are going to have that same experience, and they will never forget her, just like we won't. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, enjoy some hot cocoa. We have some hot cider warming up by the fire. Thank you again so much for the community outreach that you guys have done tonight. It's amazing to see all of you here for Kelsey.
I think he brought me an extra.
Thank you for joining us live. We'll have some highlights and some updates later today. But thank you for joining live and saying a prayer for the people that need it most. Continue to pray. We'll keep this live. We'll be back later tonight with some more updates. Thanks.
Erica Vida. That's okay. Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Did take some officially take shots.
So sorry.
Took some shots. No. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Too.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you want to pet Bailey? Yeah. Yeah, she loves kids. Yeah, she is.
He almost looks like a big horse.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they might be related.
What's your name?
Bailey.
Sweet dog. Yeah, but.
It was great to see over my shoulder here, Dan May showed up tonight with the 4th Judicial District to show his support during the prayer vigil. So it was good to see that. It's awesome to see that that he came out and to support more than just what he did, but it's cool to see him come out, touch the community's hands, and be with the people that cared most about this. So again, thanks to the 4th Judicial District and Dan May there for coming out. I already thanked him personally, already went up and shook his hand, but wanted to give y'all a quick shot.
Thanks for putting this together. Maybe you guys didn't know her, but I'm glad we could put this together again. Yeah.
I remember you here last year because you said that you had just seen your store.
Yeah, we had met a few weeks before that. You're Amber, so I was talking to you about your shelf the other day. Yeah, and I was like, this name sounds familiar. It's your name.
She sounds like a farmer.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, is Erica here still?
did. Yeah.
Is it a Sony microphone?
I mean, I just.
Oh, you just use that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It might be over by the cheek.
Thank you. And your name?
Tinsley.
Nice to meet you.
Moved here from Atlanta, but we've been following
I'm going to cut out for a second because I want to shoot a quick drone shot before everyone leaves. So we'll be back tonight with an update from all of the, from everything. I just want to shoot a quick drone shot, so I'm cutting this live. Thanks for watching. We'll be back later tonight. We'll be back later tonight.